So I've packed the car, cleaned up the place. I'm ready to head out. Let's go get a coffee and start the 4.5 hour drive to the Grand Tetons. There's lunch. A bit of bread, a little cheese, apples, some sausages, and boy oh boy, am I starving. Yep, I think that's the best we're gonna do. So I might scooch a little more that way, and we'll get the tent popped up. That way I can come out of the tent this way without having to walk all through the poison ivy and, you know, maybe go pee in the middle of the night and just step right in a big pile of poison ivy. Ooh. All right, I had an idea. Since I'm literally sleeping on rock, as you can see, not the most comfortable, I'm laying down my blankets that I brought as some extra padding. Then I'll put this sleeping pad down and then my other one. I'm an old man, guys. My back starts hurting me, so it's nice to have a little bit of extra padding. Just feels really good and makes the night's sleep that much better. Got the tent all set up right now. I think that spot will work out okay. I'll keep you posted after tonight's sleep, but was sitting down doing a little planning for tomorrow's hike, trying to find a good hike to do. So this campsite is right by the Gross Verde River, hence the name Gross Verde Campgrounds. Here we are. Whoa, that river is moving, dude. Check this out. It's really getting cold, but I'm gonna eat some chips. It's kind of like sleeting / raining right now. So I open up my trunk to have a little shelter if I don't want to crawl in my tent. And it would be nice to have an awning. I've realized that. I rigged up this tarp that I can attach to the back of this, but it is a lot of effort and inconvenience to do it. So I understand why people spend the money on an awning. Maybe one day. About 8:30 right now, gonna start winding down for the night. Got my Sherlock Holmes book that I thrifted at the Goodwill. Gonna read that for a bit. Then off to bed. I'm tired after that drive. Plus, I got a lot planned for tomorrow. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Bright and early. $5:51. Looks like the mountains up there got a little snow last night. Saw a large herd of elk back there. Pretty cool. Nice. It's cold out this morning. Definitely chilly, but decided to leave the campsite first thing and come here to make coffee. And we're off on the hike. I have a feeling it's going to be quite a wet one, and maybe a little snowy as we get higher up. So it looks like where we got a bunch of rain last night at camp up here, kind of got like a sleet mixture. Oh wow. Look at that. Beautiful, just beautiful. So this is the Valley Trail after the Tagar Lake Trail. Pretty cool. When I say beautiful, I don't think that describes it well enough. Breathtaking. More like it. Pretty much have the trail to myself. A little snowy in parts, but not bad at all. And just beautiful. Unreal. Wow. Some cool moss going on there. Made it back. Time to eat Toronto. Not a bad place for breakfast, if I do say so myself. Can almost see the peaks over there. The clouds have moved just a little bit, so hopefully they keep on moving and I can get a cool photo. Also, update. So the fridge is dual section, and I ended up making this right side a fridge instead of a freezer, and it just allows me to fit so much capacity. I've got a good amount of food in this fridge right now. It's drawing a lot less power on the battery, which I'm very happy about. So if I really ran nothing else and it's not super hot outside, so you know, if it's really hot, that fridge is going to be kicking on more often. But with cooler temperatures, this battery and fridge setup could probably last me 5 days, I want to say, at least, with no driving, no charging. That's my estimate. So very happy with that. Also, I've added my stickers, some updates. Got the Grand Teton sticker right there now. I got the Antelope Island State Park. Again, such a cool spot. Bryce Canyon, White Sands, Zion, Capitol Reef. Gonna have Yellowstone here soon, Glacier, North Cascades, Mount Rainier. These pistachios are courtesy of Mama Bear. Thank you very much. Enjoying these right now after the long hike this morning, so perfect way to fuel up the body a bit. Got to see a moose today. That was pretty cool. Good morning, day 2 of the Grand Tetons. We're here. Grand Tetons. What a beautiful view. I mean, hard to beat that. Standing on a rock in the middle of the stream, so gotta keep my balance. I can just tell you, I know this water's gotta be icy cold. And just like that, the mountains have disappeared behind a thick layer of fog. But still gonna do the Hidden Falls Trail and see what I can see. Wow, the lake is glassy and it's chilly today. Not a bad view. Reminds me of last time I was here 2 years ago with my siblings. There we have it, Jenny Lake Trail to Hidden Falls. Really have not seen anybody on the trail yet, which is cool. But also when you're solo hiking in grizzly territory, it's a little less cool. Best decision I ever made was getting these Danner boots. My feet have felt so good recently, you know, as I've been hiking. And same with the new Hokas I got. If you remember on my Havasu Falls backpacking trip, I got like 6 different blisters and it was really painful just because my shoes were too small. And it is such a big difference. Now when I'm hiking, I may get muscle fatigue or physical fatigue, but I'm no longer hindered or slowed down because of blisters. The last 2 years hiking, blisters were usually the reason I couldn't keep going, you know, and it was pretty painful and it sucked. But now, feeling good. I'm starting to sweat, so I'm gonna take off this top layer. Much better. Impromptu extension on the hike. You know, I typically do this type of stuff going to Inspiration Point, so gonna tack that on and just see how the trail is. Let's go. Hello, little guy. Hi. There's the trail, winds up the side of the cliff, and boy oh boy, what a view. The clouds are kind of hiding the peak of the mountain, but still breathtaking. Made it to Inspiration Point. Jenny Lake is behind me, and just a beautiful view. Wow. You can finally see the tippy top of the mountain now. Well, almost. Perfect timing. Oh man, can you see it? Snowy peaks in the distance. Parts of the trail are still covered in snow, but since it's still pretty cold out, it's not that bad walking on top. But I could see how if it was, you know, heating up, it'd become really slushy and cumbersome trying to get through that snow. But right now it's hard packed and you just kind of travel right over top. The mountains have finally kind of poked out from the clouds. The clouds have moved on for the most part, or at least you get pockets now where you can see how beautiful it is. All right, taking this little trail, I'm gonna see how far it goes down. Yeah! This is fun, baby. Rock and roll. Literally. Whoa. A little bumpy, gonna have to slow down. Pretty cool right here. Got the Second Dude Ranch. Wow, 1912's opened. Here we are. Wow, look at this. Cabins in the distance. There's number 2. Oh, it's locked. Darn. Kind of seeing though. Yeah, look at that. Used to be, I guess, like a playground where people would come out here and basically pay for the outdoor cowboy experience. You know, you had shelters here in various places, and then you'd also have a view of the mountains like that. I mean, just gorgeous. And down here it's definitely warmer in the valley, so right now it's quite pleasant. Well, I think I found my spot to relax and have a cup of coffee. No! I was leaning over to put something down and my water bottle fell out. And it's all the way down there. Gotta retrieve it. We got it, baby. So I needed the water, didn't want to litter, so had to do that. That was really steep and slippery. Instant coffee. The water that I've retrieved now being put to use. A good cup of joe lifts the spirits. Looking out at the Snake River, hoping to see a moose or any sign of wildlife. Nothing yet besides the frogs you can hear, but that's okay. It's still beautiful and peaceful. Not a bad view for lunch, but I'm hoping a grizzly bear doesn't think these sausages smell delicious. And they do smell delicious. You just grab some spinach out of the tub, shove it in your mouth, dip the sausage in some ketchup. Mmm! Oh! Almost twisted my ankle. Firewood is balancing precariously on top of the storage bins in my roof rack. Got the firewood I collected and cut all stacked there. Here's the stuff I bought, and the fire's roaring, baby. Well, it's been a great day so far, but I'm getting quite tired. Winding down for the evening. Gonna let this fire go out, crawl into the tent, and get a good night's rest before tomorrow. Today was a really good day. Hope you all enjoyed it too. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'll see you tomorrow.